Given the importance of our topic today, I'll get straight to the point. The vast majority of creative practices are regularly discounting their fees in order to win new work. And it's having a hugely detrimental impact on themselves and their industries. Several years ago, I was giving a seminar to a room full of architect and design practice owners. And the first question I asked them was how many of them had discounted their fees in the last 12 months. Of the 26 practice owners in the room, 25 of them rather sheepishly raised their hand. I asked the same question at 4 more seminars that year, and more than 80% of the attendees also gave the same response. How many of you would also have given the same response? So why didn't these creatives properly value their services? Why did they instead fall into that dangerous trap of thinking that they had to discount in order to win new business? And that by regularly discounting, they would continue to win more and more new business and therefore grow their practices. This approach fails because the margins after discounting are very small or non-existent. So there's no profit available to invest in hiring more team members. Therefore, the operational capacity of the business becomes severely constrained, which means that it can't really grow. So this approach to discounting has to change to avoid a long-term industry decline. This has been my battle cry for several years, yet it's a view that some people don't like to hear from me. They don't agree, or perhaps they're just in denial about what's really going on in the industry. Whilst there are many practices achieving impressive commercial returns in line with their goals, it's not what I'm hearing from the majority of the several hundred practice owners that I've asked about this issue. My goal, therefore, is to encourage you to stop discounting and to help you achieve that by sharing solutions to win new business, solutions that have helped the guys that we've coached. And by the way, one of the solutions is not just to cut your service to fit in with the client's supposed budget. I know many of you do this. That's like going to a restaurant and the restaurant says, okay, well, you can have half of a main course so that you only need to pay half of your normal bill. Neither party really gets what they want, unless you're on a diet. Your client inevitably comes back to request the services that have been chopped out at the start of the project because of budget. But these services often end up being offered at a low fee, or worse still, free of charge. So what are your alternatives to discounting? Well, firstly, it needs a change of mindset. Regrettably, many practice owners openly admit to me that they allow themselves to be treated like those tiny microscopic creatures at the bottom of the food chain. They accept that other project suppliers can command higher fees despite only providing the equivalent or even lower value than themselves. This can be changed if you make a decision today to start valuing your services far more highly. But assuming you do stop discounting in the future, will clients really pay the extra fee? Well, there is a battle going on in your clients' minds that you need to win. Do they see you as a cost, and therefore a cost that needs to be minimised? Or do they see you as an essential source of value? Your success or failure in communicating your value will determine whether they see you as that cost or as that value provider. Now, understanding how human beings make decisions will really help here. Do you think human beings make decisions logically, or are they made emotionally? Logical decisions are based on features, on specification, on hours worked, and on price, of course. Yet, let's take Apple, for example. Here we see a bunch of people queuing outside an Apple store to purchase the latest Apple gadget. So why is there always this excited frenzy whenever Apple release their latest gadget? Is it the superior features or specification of their products? Well, maybe for some people, yeah. But what Apple have done so brilliantly, of course, is to attract a global following of customers through their branding and through their product design. The feelings that they create by doing this, the desire for their beautiful and attractive, stylish products, the positive self-image that's generated by owning these products, that feeling of being part of the club, feeling part of a movement, are all completely emotional factors, not logical. They have absolutely nothing to do with price. So powerful are these emotions that millions will gladly pay more for an Apple product than the equivalent non-Apple product. Some will even queue up to buy them. Another example is first-class air travel. The price of a first-class airfare from London to New York on British Airways leaving 1 month from today is £6,793. Now the equivalent economy fare on the same day, £520. Now why would people pay that much of a premium to fly first class? Is it really 13 times better, which is the differential in those two prices? Well, this has a lot to do with it. It's the way they make you feel. That sticker they put on your luggage is a bright colour for a reason. It's bright so that other people can see it, so that they can see that you are a priority. So again, it's those emotions that are driving that purchase. So how might you apply this concept of value to your practice? Well, let's take architects, for example. What if you could demonstrate to residential clients that your work will add to the market value of the property? Let's say your fee was £20,000, but your expertise will add £100,000 to market value. You would be creating a 5-time return on their investment in your service. Now that's a real tangible value that they can associate with your service, that they can actually get really excited about. What about the value that you're adding to the look and feel of the local environment, to the community, or even to society overall? How well are you communicating the positive impact that you are having? Do your clients really understand that? What about your ability to deliver projects on time? For many clients, the biggest value is not letting them down on deadlines. Also, to be able to communicate regularly and proactively, or to professionally manage your projects so that if there are any potential slippages, both you and the client know what's going to happen well in advance of that becoming a serious issue. Any one of these points will add tremendous value to your clients, and many will be prepared to pay a premium for that. These are just examples, of course. The value that you provide and communicate to your clients is up to you to define. These are just examples. It really depends on the ideal type of client that you're trying to target. Another solution to discounting is to improve your marketing. The reason many offer discounts is due to the scarcity of new business opportunities. Yet if your business was able to generate more leads, then maybe you wouldn't need to go down this route. So measuring how many leads you are generating is very powerful information for you. Better still is to know how many leads are coming from different sources of marketing. How many from your networking, how many from your website, how many from magazine editorials, how many from referrals. When you have this kind of data, you can then assess which areas of your marketing are underperforming, so you can focus in on where you need to improve in order to generate more leads for your business. For example, if I was coaching a company on measuring their website performance, we could look at stats such as where did the site rank, how many visitors did they have, how many stayed, how many left very quickly, how many converted to the next stage in the process, and what was the overall return on the investment of time and money in that website. Another critical way of moving away from price competition is to clearly differentiate yourself using your unique selling point. How well does your company differentiate itself from the rest? How well does your target market understand that difference? It's a principle that's masterfully summarized by marketing guru Seth Godin. After you've seen 1, 2, or 10 cows, they're boring. But a purple cow, now that would be something. So does your business look like a purple cow to its prospects? Or is the language that you're using in your marketing make you sound exactly like everyone else? I'm afraid I see this mistake a lot. I call it lazy marketing because those businesses just haven't bothered to sit down and think through what is really different about them. My final strategy is to improve your education. The skills and knowledge required to sell effectively, to pitch, to present, to negotiate, to handle objections, to build rapport with people, to read body language, and so much more can all be learned. In Malcolm Gladwell's book called Outliers, he talks about the 10,000 hour rule, which relates to the fact that world-class professionals, be they in business, in sport, in music, or any other form of life, attain that highest level of success and performance not through talent alone, but through knowledge and through practice. 10,000 hours of practice, to be precise, which may sound like a lot, but it actually equates to about 3 hours a day for 10 years. Now, many of you will have already got to that 10,000 hour mark with your technical skills. But how much time have you invested in your business skills, and specifically your sales skills? Even if it's only 1% of that 10,000, that's still 100 hours of learning business and learning sales. For most of the creatives we've ever coached, we're not even close to that. So with that enormous disparity, you can see how that would adversely affect commercial performance. There is an astounding amount of education out there for you. The books, the videos like this one, the webinars, the seminars, the audios. So I'll leave you with that challenge to start investing more of your time in your business education to help redress the balance between your business skills and your technical skills. Because of course you need both to be successful in business.